Meanwhile, comedian Jerry Seinfeld and his wife Jessica made headlines this week for gifting their youngest son a flip phone for his high school graduation in hopes that he'll turn his smartphone off as screen times among teens becomes a major concern.
A new survey finds that 72% of U.S. high school teachers say phones are a major distraction in the classroom. You think?
Here to react, clinical psychologist Dr. Kevin Gilliland. Kevin, what's the deal with this move by Seinfeld and his family? Should other parents be doing this?
Okay, that's brilliant. And you didn't need me to tell you Seinfeld's brilliant. And he's making a really important point in a very funny way, which is, hey, these things are good tools, but don't let it rob you of life. Use it like a tool and enjoy life. And I love how they did that with their son. They didn't tell him to get rid of his smartphone, but what they said is, hey, you need to learn something that we've learned as adults and are still struggling with. So it's funny, and it's also really good life advice.
But doctor, I mean, their kid had a smartphone since he was 12, so he's probably not switching to a flip phone. So is it brilliant, or should they have been brilliant, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago, and said, or are they just learning alongside all of us that how dangerous these things are?
Well, and that's the thing, right? Because how well are we doing with smartphones? I've thought about going back to a flip phone, except I don't know how I'd get anywhere because that's what I use for directions.
We just were talking about that, doctor. That's why I'm afraid to go to a flip phone, although I know I want one. It's the maps.
I kid you not. I work with a musician that I was talking to the other day, and he had a flip phone. And I was like, what is that? And does the Smithsonian know you have that? And he laughed and he goes, you know, with what I do, I don't need all of that coming at me. Yeah. And I thought, I haven't stopped thinking about it. So I've thought about going back to a flip phone and keeping a smartphone in my vehicle. What they're getting at, and I agree with you, start with a flip phone. Because when we start with all of that information at a young age, and that's where it's more dangerous, and that's what the study is saying. When you're young and your brain's developing, feed it good stuff, and that includes information. Think about how focused parents are now on food. We've got to think about information in the same way.
You know, doctor, I have 9 kids, and so the oldest ones, we made the mistake of giving them phones earlier than they should have. You know, we started in 8th, 9th grade. Now I have a 16-year-old who just got her first phone, by the way, because she was traveling abroad. And now she's going to start driving. And again, it goes back to the maps, which is an issue. If somebody could figure out how to have a flip phone that somehow had a map on it, MapQuest on it, they would sell like hotcakes, because Gen Z is now there's a rise in sales of flip phones among Gen Z, and they're actually having enough sensibility themselves to say, you know what, when I'm going out with my friends or I'm going on a date, I'm going to bring the flip phone so I'm not tempted to scroll and take myself out of these authentic connections with human beings.
That is, you have just hit on the issue, right? We have to look at cell phones as a tool. And that's what the study, and those teachers, well, clearly we never outgrow a lesson from our teachers, because not only is that study about adolescents, it's about their parents and their parents' parents, because we're all the first group to ever have this much disruption at our fingertips. And we have to go back to looking at phones as a resource like we would any other resource. Use it and put it away. When it interferes with the good things in life, because life is full of good things and good medicine for our physical and psychological health. When it's interfering with that, we got to do some work. And if it means going back to an earlier version, you might be surprised at the positive impact it has in multiple areas.
Yeah, it's really good advice, doctor.
Well, doctor, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Doc.
Good to be with you guys.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.